Hello there! Welcome to Kylie Chameleon Beauty Channel. Tonight I am going to create this look. I actually did this look last week on one of my clients. It was, last week was a prom weekend, and I did so much makeup last week, and I had so much fun. But this look right here, oh my god, this is the best out of all the ones that I did. I just love burgundy red eyeshadow looks. Oh my gosh. And also the second one, I like to do purples too, but this one, y'all, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna be using three palettes. I'm gonna use Anastasia Fall Romance palette, and I've used this a couple of times. And of course, Juvia's the Berries palette. Juvia's Place the Berries palette. And that's the one. I just got this not long ago. And also, one of my new favorites is the Reckless Romance by Beauty Bay. Beauty Bay, I'm sorry. Yes, so if you like this look, please keep on watching. If I were to name this palette, it's almost like a phoenix rising, something empowering. And also the person that I put the makeup on, it was her very first time, it was her very first prom, and I thought that was very special. So I was glad to, very glad, made me happy to do her prom makeup. So I'm going to just play around and try to recreate this look because I just love it so much. And again, this is what it looks like. Oh, so pretty. So all right, let's get started on this tutorial. All right, so the very first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prime my lids with NYX this primer, eyeshadow primer. I have been a fan of this primer. I did use Viseart for a while, but I actually like this one better because it's very creamy. And not only that, if you have like I have dry skin, and if you have dry skin, it's actually really good. But now for like if you have oily lids, the Viseart as well as I think Too Faced they're very good at that. So I am gonna go with this light shade from the Fall Romance palette, and I'm just gonna sweep it over. Actually, you know what? I forgot about this. I'm gonna use, before I do anything, I'm gonna use my favorite Charlotte Tilbury powder. Okay, so now, all right, so I forgot about that. Sorry. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Now I'm going to use the Reckless Romance palette. I'm going to use this shade right here. Now I've used this palette like twice already, and I love this palette. It looks like the palette that's used for like the crease color, the transition, is almost like reddish. It looks like that. So I'm gonna try. It's heavy on the transition, but I'm gonna like try a light one. I'm gonna go light first. I'm gonna go with this one and see what it looks like. All right. Ooh, this palette is pigmented. Wow. Okay. Very pigmented. Now, when I did some prom makeup last weekend, I enjoy doing that. That was really fun. I think the best out of the bunch would be this one that I'm recreating, and I also like the I did a purple and silver palette. I'm sorry, purple and silver eye look, because one of the girls had a purple dress with a little bit of silver, and I thought that was beautiful. I wish I would have taken pictures, but you know, I was in a hurry. I had back-to-back appointments, and it was so much fun. It's funny because like I almost ran out of brushes that day. All right, so I'm gonna go heavy on the crease because it looks like it's somewhat of a cut crease, but not really. So I am gonna go with this right here, this red shade. I feel like I'm reaching more on this, more of this palette than I am with the other palettes. But let me see. Let me see what the other palettes. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna like try that red eyeshadow. Sorry, it's hard to think tonight because I usually start my tutorials at night because I have so much to do during the day. Like today, I well, I did a lot of I ran some errands and also I washed a lot of clothes. You know, whenever you have your day off, you do so much and you have to like on your you know, some days off you have to play catch up. And today was catch up day. So yes, this is looking good. This is very pigmented by the way. I purchased this palette not long ago. I actually waited for this palette. It came from the UK. If you never heard of Beauty Bay, I highly recommend checking their website out. They have a lot of beautiful palettes, and I've purchased from them like twice already. They're very good at, you know, the way they ship things, the way they package things. It's so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna go with maybe. Oh, okay. So the outer V is, I'm gonna use this little thing right here, this little tool. I noticed that the outer V is like really, really heavy. They're very heavy on the outer V. Or the, okay, yeah. I'm actually, before I do anything, I'm gonna just blend this all out. Wow. Yeah, this is a nice palette. I'm thinking about like maybe buying some more palettes from Beauty Bay because I mean their palettes are really pretty. Also, P. Louise has pretty palettes, and I have a few of P. Louise. I might even do a tutorial next time using P. Louise palettes. So yeah. All right. I'm gonna use a flat brush because it looks to me like they used a very, very dark, okay, almost like a berry type maroon. I'm gonna use this one right here. It's called Crimson. Yeah, that looks very much, it's almost like they used some Anastasia palettes because Anastasia has like a lot of colors like this. So I'm gonna use my favorite tool and see how. Oh yeah, this is pretty. Now I have created three looks out of this palette, this Anastasia Fall Romance palette, and I just love it. I love every one of those looks. They're my favorite. I just like colors like this. They're so beautiful. This kind of reminds me of fall, but I know it's not fall. But fall is my favorite season. And I just, right now, it's kind of we're transitioning into spring, and well, with spring comes allergies. Lately, I have not been putting lashes on because I have like really bad allergies, and it's like as soon as I put my lashes, I I'm sorry, I thought I heard something. It's actually my cat. She wants to come in. But yeah, with allergies is just, ugh, I can't stand it. Always sneezing, and my lashes are just, I look like a hot mess after. Oh, after a long day. Alright, so this is, wow! Okay, so it looks like, okay, I'm gonna darken up the outer V a little bit more using this shade from Juvia's Place. And let's see what this looks like. Now it looks like this look is a little bit more on the red side. I don't really have many red eyeshadows, but hey, if you guys know of any red eyeshadows that are like really, really good, please comment down below because I would love that. I don't have that many red eyeshadows. Okay, now I'm going to just blend this all out to make sure everything is just, oh yeah, that's looking so good. Alright, now I'm gonna try maybe a, this is very, a little bit challenging. It's been a while though, I can't remember what I used honestly, but I'm trying to recreate this look and it actually is looking good. You know what, I think I'm going to put a little bit of black to just darken this area right here. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good, yes. I love it. Oh. I'm actually just, oh, by the way, I'm using the black from the Beauty Bay palette, Reckless Romance. Yeah, I'm using that. Just so y'all know. And also, I'm using a Sigma brush. This is my favorite brush, but I don't really use it that often. It's the Exact Blend, and it's actually perfect for, like, you know, when you're, to me, it's like a really nice outer V brush. I know that Makeup Geek used to have an outer V brush, but I don't know if Makeup Geek is gonna create any eyeshadow brushes again. I mean, I know that I have always used a lot of their, I mean, I have some of her brushes, Marlena's brushes, but I'm finding that this is one of my favorites from Sigma. I love Sigma. All right, so I'm going to use I'm gonna go back to this red shade. I think it's called, oh, it's called Affair. Okay, I'm gonna go and use this shade as my middle shade. And I'm gonna use the same brush and I'm just gonna lightly tap it. Yeah. Just lightly tap it because this stuff is, well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna use a much, a lighter brush because that brush was kind of heavy. Because I feel like I want this area to fade out a little bit. Yeah, there we go. So the way I'm doing this is I am going back and forth like this, sideways, like an angle, because I'm gonna put something right here. It looks kind of funny right now, but it's gonna turn out okay. I've done this last week, and it turned out really well. So I'm just gonna, the way I'm doing this is like an angle. Not like this, like that, blending up like this. Okay, now I'm gonna go back using this blending brush. Also, it's by Beauty For Real. I got this from one of my Ipsy bags, and I actually like this brush. Their brushes are pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna go a little bit more. I'm gonna put a little bit more of that red shade. And not only that, I'm gonna put a little bit more while I'm doing this, I'm going to blend out the black a little bit more, because it is very heavy on this, on the outer V, I notice. So let me just go a little bit heavier on this side. Here too. Yes. Ooh, I love this. This is really sexy. Okay. Now I'm gonna go and use a smaller brush, and I'm gonna cheat a little bit because I cannot find a white shade, because I noticed that like right here in the outer corner she used like, it looks like a white shade was used, but actually, you know, while I'm doing that, I'm going to darken up a little bit more. It's almost like they used this makeup look. There's very little white in here. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna use a fair and just keep blending. There we go. Angle. So if you're gonna recreate this, just blend it up like that. Okay, now. Ah, I found one. Okay. Of all the things, I found a good one actually, and I've actually used this palette a little bit. Okay. The NYX Ultimate Vintage Jean Baby. This one right here. I'm gonna use that. Yes, I'm gonna use that. I think that looks good. Of all the things, right? Okay, I'm gonna use a pencil brush like this. Okay. Ah, it won't focus. Okay, this is by MOTD. It's a smudge brush. Okay. I am gonna put this on my inner corner, up and right here. Okay, I'll do that. So inner corner, and then down right there. There we go. Ooh, this is pretty. Perfect. I love this. Alright, y'all, I told you I was gonna use 3 palettes, but it's turned out like I'm using... Now this is the 4th palette. But a little bit. I'm just using the white eyeshadow. Okay, there we go. So, I will be back, and I'm gonna do my eyeliner. And yeah, I'll be right back, y'all, okay? Alright, guys, I am back. I did my eyelashes. I forgot about that. I know I said I was gonna do my eyeliner, but I could not find in the picture they had like a burgundy or berry eyeliner, but I don't have one of those, so I just use black. But I do love the way this the way it looks, and I'm actually gonna put like some little bit of mascara on the bottom, and also I use some new lashes that I just got last week, and this is Ardell Winks in 15mm 77 7 is the number. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do my lower lashes, and which, by the way, you know, as before I even do my, actually, I usually put setting spray afterward, or not actually, before I do my mascara, but I just want to do something different. I think that it's, you know, for the longest time I would use setting sprays before I even do my mascara, but I feel like this Charlotte Tilbury is pretty good. I mean, it's not sticking to my well, before Charlotte Tilbury, I was using Urban Decay, and it would like stick to my lashes and everything, so I was having all kinds of problems with that. But Charlotte Tilbury hasn't given me any problems. So yes, I really like how this turned out. And also, I'm gonna spray my face now before I do my lips. All right. Whew. Okay. Yes, this is actually my most favorite setting sprays. I will use this forever. All right, so that turned out perfect. I do apologize. I have to. Ah, there we go. Yes. All right, now I just want to make sure everything looks correct before I do my lips. Before I put lipstick on, and also I put a little bit of lip balm. And tonight I'm gonna use something a little bit different. I got a sample of this Valentino lipstick, and it's 100R. I got this not long ago from Sephora. Actually, I cannot wait for the Sephora 20% off sale for Viavi Rouge, but I am gonna get this on full size because it is so pretty, y'all. And I think it would look great with this look. I actually want to keep my lips kind of nude, and this is the color. I've used it several times, and I'm thinking of using a NYX. I just saw this, and I just want to pull this out a little. You know, I want to use this. It's called Cold Brew. It's a little bit dark, but I kind of like this look together. And I might use a gloss. We'll see about it. We'll see about that because this formula, it's really it's almost similar to like the cream sheen or the really soft formulas or satin formulas from MAC. It's not satin, but it I don't know. It's kind of like just balmy, but it's opaque. So you'll see. You'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna just put some lip liner on. Just a little bit of this lip liner. And yeah, I really like this lipstick. It's so pretty. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to use this beautiful lipstick. As you can see, it's kind of like pink, but not really pink. It's almost like a pinky nude. I don't know. It's hard to describe it. But I am definitely going to buy this lipstick because it is so gorgeous. As you can tell, it's almost like the color of my lips, but a little bit darker. And it's natural, and also it's creamy, and I actually don't even have to use lip balm. I mean, lip gloss. You really don't. It's not necessary. I love it. So, I thought about like maybe putting a little bit of lip gloss. I'm gonna use one of Wayne Goss's lip glosses. Oh, I'm so funny tonight. Okay, it's called Petunia. All right, so I'm gonna put this just in the middle, and just yeah, just a little bit. But you don't have to because this is a very nice opaque, very glossy. It's just beautiful. I love it. And maybe I'm just gonna touch up on my blush. And also, let's see, what did I use tonight? I used one of my favorite Benefit blushes, and I got in a mini size. It's the Terra. It's called Terra, and it just goes well, it goes well in this look. It just completes the look. I did a little bit of contouring, but I didn't do too much. I don't do too much of a contour, not as I used to, but I think this completes the look, guys. Oh my goodness, I love this look. I'm gonna have to recreate this tomorrow or sometime this week for work because man, I love this. I love this. And that completes the look. If you like this tutorial, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. And thank you so much to all my subscribers.